everybody, welcome to the channel. Once again, apologies for the misty camera. My screen's cracked, so that's causing misty camera problems. Right, what this is about is an update on the disco that we've got in. The one that you've seen the underneath, how rusty it was and the problems that it had. If you haven't, have a look at that previous video of when we just bought it and started looking around it. Here's a mess, but that's usual. I'll flip you around and I'll tell you what's been going on with this and what we've done. We've struggled to film stuff because I've been that busy that been doing it in between other things, so we've struggled to film. But I can show you and give you an update on what we're doing and hopefully film some of the other stuff that we're getting done. So here we go. Right, if you remember, the bonnet or the hood, if you're in America, look like that. So we got the paint code from under the bonnet. The paint code on a disco is under the bonnet on the plate here. 961 this is, which is Epsom green. As you can see, we've got ourselves the bonnet. Needs a clean, but it's not got any bad scratches or any lack of peel, and it's completely changed the front of the car there. It's the same colour. It's not a bad match, so it doesn't look out of place. So that's done. What else have we done? Oh, hopefully you can see this, but Dad's done the headliner. So he's getting pretty good at this now. So this headliner was out, cleaned, painted and back in 3 hours. And it was quite a bad one. The stuff was quite sticky to get off. So, but as you can see, that's looking really good. We haven't done anything on the inside. We haven't cleaned anything out, but it's a pretty clean car, to be honest. And as I said before, we've got no rip to the driver's seat, which is an absolute bonus. One thing that's worse than we thought it was, if you looked at in the first video, you would have seen that the underside is pretty rusty. More rusty than we thought. So I've done a bit of, we've had to drop the fuel tank, as you can see there. That's had to come out. To get the fuel tank out, go into the boot, under the boot carpet, pull the carpet up, you'll see this. Pop the connectors out of there and that connector out. This hose here, which is the sort of breather to the fuel filling neck, I believe, and then that one which is to the fuel filler, and then we've got what looks like another breather or return or something on the top there. So we've got that, so we have to take that out as well to get to our rot, because it's in a position where you can't weld unless it's out. So I'll put it up in the air and show you the issue. Most of the chassis is good, all the front's good as usual. Looks like he's had new discs and new pads on the front and recent discs and pads on the rear. It's going to be a nice one when it's finished with 123,000 miles on it, but it is just this rust on the rear quarter chassis. Some people might replace the whole rear quarter chassis, but to be honest, I think we can do something with this, cut it out and make it good again. It's nearly all the way up. There we go. It's all the way up. You've got to watch this. It'll smash into the ceiling. Right. Let's get ourselves a bit of light. There's your standard. What's left over of your Land Rover there, look. Right. Dun 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 dun. Oh no. There it is. As you can see, I've started cutting it out. There's a lot more cutting to be done, but I had to start every 10 seconds because people was coming in the shop. But we're going to cut all this out, get it back to solid metal, but cut a big piece out down the centre there, big rotten piece. I'm going to cut all this out and get it back to solid steel. I'm going to cut this tie down off here, and then we're going to get all this back to bare metal. We're going to treat it, and then we're going to put a section over here and weld it on. This side nowhere near as bad. It's been welded in the past. There's a few welds around here, but it's not bad. Just needs a good scrape down. It isn't too bad. The only problem with this side is there. It's been welded before. That's not a good weld, as you can see. So we'll cut this section out and we'll redo that. Rest of it looks good though. So that's an update on this. That's what's going on. We're going to try and get some of this on film. Taking the tank out was an absolute nightmare. That took us a long time, simply because the bolts that hold, you've got to get the tow bar, the struts off the tow bar here, which I had to get the tank out both sides. These bolts, them rusted solid in there, could not shift them. So as you can see, we've ended up cutting them off. There, and then there's another one on a bracket over here, so we've had to cut them off completely in order to drop the tank. And once them are cut off, all you've got is one there and one there, one there and one there, and then there's where your leads go that go into the top of the tank over there, and your little wiring loom there, wiring plug. So pull them out and then you wiggle the tank and it will drop out. So that's how you get the tank out. But we're going to see if we can heat these up and get them out. It's very doubtful, but we'll see if we can, because we don't have to lose the tow bar. We do want to get these out if possible. But that's the job we're going to have to do, get them as hot as possible and knock them out, which we can do now the fuel tank's not there. We couldn't put any heat around that area with the fuel tank in there. We did drain it. It had half a tank in it, surprisingly, when we bought it, so that's like gold dust. But yeah, we drained it down, so it was a lot lighter, and it is empty now. So that's all good. I've got a job to do on this Spitfire, which will hopefully be showing you at some point as well. Yet again, for the third time, the gauges have stopped working. Not the revs or the speedometer, it's the temp and the fuel. And it's a little resistor. And I've bought the updated one twice now off eBay and put it on, and it'll just fail. One day I'll be driving along, bosh, it fails. So got to do that again. You'll see there's videos on that from when I've done it before. But that's another thing we got to do. So we're going to do that. We did the head gasket and stuff on the well, a new head on the Rover. It's currently outside. But yet again, I was in a rush. I couldn't film it, and it's a bit of a shame, because we do that many jobs that we could put on the channel that are just have to be done quickly. The fog lights are nice and clear on this one. That's bonus. I'm normally full of mud, so this is going to be a really nice one. This is. So anyway, to keep up to date with us, we're going to be doing a lot more jobs, hopefully on camera. We're trying our best to keep up to date with us. Just like and follow us, subscribe please, and help us build the channel. I think we're currently on 900 subscribers. We'd like to get to 1,000 at some point. It's took a long time, but this is obviously not our full-time job doing this sort of stuff. It's just a hobby, so we've got our jobs to do as well. But yes, come back to us and see us fix this chassis, get another one that would have been scrapped back on the road, which is our favourite thing to do. Get these things back on the road. Please subscribe, please like, and I'll see you soon.